that are here, the community from Nigeria, the Senegalese community, the Muslim community of New Jersey, the community, le groupe des crews de Côte d'Ivoire à New Jersey, bien sûr. I will be going back and forth from French to English, so excuse my way to talk if from one sentence to another one I pronounce it in French, because sometimes you cannot pronounce it in English. So I would like again to excuse myself and thanks l'Association des crews du New Jersey et la communauté 225, donc de New Jersey également, et le groupe Ivoire de New Jersey. Thank you very much for being with us. There is also l'Association des Akans de Côte d'Ivoire et bien sûr the Liberian community, the Senegalese community, and the Latino. I hope that all of you got the envelopes already. We are going to move forward very soon. Some of our guest speakers will be here to, as I will say, emphasis of the different action plan of Dosso Kassimou. I'm not forgetting everybody. There is also l'Association des ressortissants de Marcory, which is present here, and they are also here to support Dosso Kassimou. Please, all the association, please give you a round of applause. It has started since last year, and as you all know, it's not easy, to have people support you financially, morally. There is a lot of people who volunteer for Dosso Kassimou, but they need more people to volunteer. So please, if you have some time to give, please think about your community. It's about giving back to your community, but it's also about assuring a better future for our children. I was just thinking about Martin Luther King, who we are celebrating tomorrow. And every time I listen to his speech about his dream, I think we have to use those powerful words to think about our dream. Our dream that tomorrow, our children will be those people that are empowered in this country for a better path to success, education. And you all know that it's all difficult to have some financial support. That's why this third fundraising has been organized. It's for you people to give money, give some of your time, talk to your family, your friend. It's important. We are an African community, but we are minorities. This is the first time in history of Newark that one African man will raise his voice to say, we are a powerful community here, and we need to support him. We need to support him not only for us, but for our children and all the coming up generation. Thank you for all those African associations that are supporting Dosso, but also to the American community and the Latinos that are giving their time and money for this campaign to be a success, but for him to be elected as a councilman at large here in Newark. So very soon, we'll move forward. We'll have the president of Community 225 that will give us a welcome remark. And right after him, we'll have an intervention of the president of the Groupe Ivoire of New Jersey. And I would like also to talk about a man who gave his support, but who is, I would say, a spiritual counselor, but also a mentor to Dosso. He's here tonight. He's here. He will be the one to introduce Dosso Kassimou. But let me tell you, he gave all his time, his patience, his, I will say, his power and his love, because he wants that man to success. He wants that man to move forward. And he's here with us, and he will be introduced, but I'm just letting you know that we will have to thank him for all he's doing, not only for Dosso Kassimou, but also for us. Thank you. And how the fundraising goes, he just made a donation of $200. So I'm encouraging you to do the same, because that's one check here, but we want to see more of those, and cash money also. So I would like to introduce and call upon the president of the Community 225 here in Newark, who will give us the welcome note and we will move forward with our program. So please put your hand together for him.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Mamadou Konate. I'm the president of the Ivorian community in New Jersey, named Community 225. It's a real pleasure for me to be standing before you tonight. First of all, I'd like to welcome you to this ceremony, which is a fundraising to support Dosso Kassimou. As you know, we are here to support Dosso. So please, go to that table over there on the left and make some donation. That's why we're here, nothing else. So let the heart talk and make that donation so we can have enough money to support Dosso in this campaign. You know what it takes to do a campaign. He wants to be a councilman in the city of Newark. He has to start from us. We have to do what we have to do to get him there. And this is our duty. We have to do it. It starts from us. And I would like to please everybody here, make something. Do something before you leave this room so we can help him achieve what he started. And you should think about this for a second. It's not about Dosso. It's about our children. We all have children here. Dosso is a model. So we can use him to advise our children to be better. We don't want our children to start working hard and hard and hard and not making enough money like we're doing right now. I know most of us are struggling every day, waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, snow, rain, whatever is out there, cold. Last week it was what? 10, 9, single digit? The most black people was out there for their duty, doing their job. We don't want to be doing that all our lives. Especially for our children, we have to prepare something. And this is the time. This is the path Dosso is creating for us to follow. So we have to do what we have to do to help him. I'm here tonight to say thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. But don't forget, the real support is at that table over there. So, you know, when something is worth doing, might as well do it right. That's what we're trying here. I'm scared of something is not being slow, but being a stop. Do not stop, but keep moving. Even if you're slow, just keep moving. That's why we're going to push Dosso with any means we have. If you have a financial support you can bring, good. If you can come to the meeting and bring ideas, this is also good. So please, I want everybody to think that we are all involved. It's not about Dosso. It's about everybody, all of us. We have to give hands, hold hands together all the way to the end, and we're going to put him there in the city of Newark. He's going to be there, and we have to put him there. Nobody else will do it for us. This is our job. Dosso can't do this himself. He already traced the path. It's to us now to follow the lead and keep moving. And before I finish, I would like to thank these special groups. The Group Ivoire, who is one of the wonderful group in this community, who does a lot for this community. the ACAM group, who's the, I would say, the oldest group in all the African community in New Jersey. This group been staying around for about 18 years, which is not easy. The crew group, which is from Ivory Coast also, thank you for being here. The Liberian community, the Senegalese community, the Nigerian community, and also the Spanish community. Thank you for being here. Please help us make this event a successful event and help us elect Dosso Kassimou as a councilman in the city of Newark. Now, before I finish, I know most of us here have children. And most of these children are about 18, or some of them are already over 18. They never register for vote. This is the time, this is the occasion to get them registered and get them vote on the 13th of May 2014. Do that and we know we're gonna achieve what we started. Thank you, have a good evening.
Thanks again. We just listened to the president of the Community 225 of Newark. As he said, for those who haven't registered yet, they have the voter registration form also at the table.
We thank you for allowing your son, Dosso, to go that far to study. We thank you for allowing him to be so intelligent. We bless your holy name.
Amen. Assalamu alaikum. Here we pray for our brother. Dosso cannot stand alone. We have to push Dosso to the top. And we know Dosso is going to win this election. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
To you, God, nothing's impossible. So we ask you to overshadow him with blessings. Obstacles must be removed. Everywhere he will be. Tonight we are gathered together to support him. So we ask all of us, oh God, to bless us, to allow us to put our hand in our pocket to support our brother. To all of us that will support him, multiply to us. Give us what we will give him 10,000 times. We know, I have confidence that you will glorify your name by blessing your son, Dosso, allowing him to be elected. For that, God, I bless you, and I thank you for that. Blessed be your holy name, now and forever. Amen.
Bonsoir tout le monde. Bonne arrivée. Merci. Je m'appelle Awa Madame Kanté. Je suis la présidente des Ivoiriens de New Jersey. Je vous remercie tout le monde. Gentlemen, amen. Bonne arrivée. Mais on doit supporter Dosso. Parce qu'on doit le supporter. C'est le premier, l'Africain, qui se présente à la mairie. On doit vraiment le supporter. Je ne sais pas si je vais parler encore. Merci. Bonne arrivée. Bonsoir.
Thanks again to Mrs. Kanté, the president of Groupe Ivoire here in Newark. But also I mentioned the support at all levels. It's not only spiritual, but it's also giving some of his time, his advice, and even his money to support Dosso Kassimou. He's here with us, and he's the chairman of the campaign of Dosso Kassimou. I would like to introduce, and I would like you to give him a round of applause because he is that man who gave that power to Dosso Kassimou to fight for the African community, but for the minority community in all. So I would like to introduce Mr. Balosi Harvey. Mr. Balosi Harvey.
Thank you so very much. We're about to try to make history here. My people, they came here as slaves. African immigrants, most of y'all are African immigrants. This will be the first time an African immigrant ever ran for office in New Jersey, East Coast, West Coast, or wherever it is. We wanted to be Brother Dosso. We need your help. Things are hard. You know, we talk about money and whatnot, but it's a funny thing about us. Of course, no matter where we are, we always talk about we don't have no money, but when I go to the movies and other places, you're the first one sitting up there. I know they ain't let you in free. If you did, why don't you open the door and let me in there where y'all got in? So you have to give up something. And the seats that you sit in, our ancestors have seats too. The difference between it though, we have to earn the seat. You can't get the seat for free. We lost Madiba, Nelson Mandela, Amiri Baraka, we just buried him the last couple of days. We're losing all our good people, old people. You know, we've been fighting so long, we don't even know what we're fighting about. We just fight the fight. You know, but it's working. Because no way in the world. My father was one of the cooks for Marcus Garvey. And my grandparents and them came from Grand Cape Mountain, Robertsport, Liberia. I was fortunate enough to be given and chosen to be one of the kings in a village called Azarete in Grand Bassam. Cote d'Ivoire is my village. And I love it. I've been to every African country you can name and some that you can make up. Been all over with everybody. In my lifetime, I've seen 57 heads of state. The president of Cote d'Ivoire, all them people have been great to me. That's why I love you so much. I never had a bad day in Africa. Every time I went there, I was welcome. And that's why I'm always going. I've been to Africa about now at least 200 times. Doing stuff for Julius Nyerere. He was the president of Tanzania. Y'all knew Julius Nyerere? President of Tanzania? Okay, I was one of the first Afro-Americans he's seen come to Dar es Salaam. So he named me Balozi. Balozi means in Swahili, statesman or ambassador. So we were fortunate with that. I got another village in Ghana, up in Ogogo, Nana Kwabinache. So my heritage, you don't know. If I had a printing press as large as the universe, using the ocean for my ink and the sky for my paper, I'd never be able to write how much I love y'all guys. I'm not here to take nothing from you, but give you everything I have that you think is important. So I'm gonna make this short. I've said anything of value or anything of beauty, all praises due to Allah and all mistakes are mine. Thank you very much for your attention.
African country, and his love for the African culture is so great that he's constantly giving back to his people. He's almost here. One of the reasons why we are all here, because we would like to support him. That man who was the first president of the City of Newark African Commission, He has brought prominence to that group by fighting for what is right and fair. He will do the same for all Newark citizens when elected to the council. Dosso will use his international skills and relationship to bring new and needed revenue and jobs for the city. He is here tonight. He is with us, and I think that's one of the reasons why you're all here. So very soon, he will do his entrance, and he will exchange with you and let you know why he wants to be the councilman here in Newark and what he would like to do for us, for you, for me, for our children, and all the generation to come. Welcome. With a big round of applause. We have to put our hands together. When I say together, it's not only the hands, but together in heart to welcome Dosso Kassimou, the future councilman of Newark City. Please put your hands together for him. He deserves it. No. The mic is all yours.
Hello, everybody. As you know, I don't like to read speech. I have to put it away a little bit so I can feel more natural. I want to say thank you to God. Before going on with my speech, let me just say thank you to wonderful people who actually have been along the way making this happen. I want to say thank you to my father. He's my mentor and everything that I do. Malozi Ali, thank you for your leadership. I want to thank Aja Tanti Fanta, community Guinean, representative of the community Guinean, thank you for coming. Awa Fofana, Group Ivoire President, I appreciate your help. Mohamed Konate, Community 225, actually remained as chair of the whole. Thank you so much. Simplice Ahoua, representing the communauté Christian community. Thank you so much. Adama Kone, representing the Muslim community of New Jersey. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And how about Felix Bate, representing the crew, people. That's my guys as well. And the Account Association of New Jersey, thank you. And then also, my brother from the other side is the treasurer of this wonderful committee to organize and elect Dosso Kassimou, Christopher Lamar, treasurer. Thank you so much. All right, now, I just want to say thank you to God, the most merciful, most graceful. Because of the Lord, I'm here standing before you. And then I'm very grateful to be here. And then because of me, all of you came here tonight. You could have been doing something else with your time, and you decided to come to honor this noble cause. And I just want to say thank you and recognize the ancestors. Recognize the ancestors. Because of them, I stand before you. Those that left the windward coast of Africa, traveled the Middle Passage from the Atlantic Ocean to the Atlantic, all the way through to the Caribbean island, Americas, and Europe. The blood they shed, and I'm standing on their shoulder to continue the work of a people. So I appreciate your presence. As you know, God gives everybody their assignment. And for those who've been close to me, I've known that I have worked hard in this community. Many of you have questioned me that I was crazy, losing my mind, working with pay or without pay at times. But, you know, life is about sacrifices. But I had a vision. The vision I had was that life had to be better than the way it was. You know, I grew up in a family where virtue and helpless was the foundation. I'm the son of a merchant woman, a farmer, who never went to school, never knew how to read and write. But they made sure I went to school. They made sure I studied hard. But at times, it got hard for my parents. They couldn't really do much for me. But, you know, I don't know how I made it. But something was within me that I should not give up and give it in. And that the community has to be the foundation of everything. So today, God is great. Somebody who was born in those conditions now is standing before you and want to contest to one of the most important races in the city of Newark to become your next councilman at large. That's the wonderful. But as you know, this is not about Dosso. Honestly, it's not about me. Because at times, I'll tell you, my life is changing. And the weight on my shoulder is huge. But somebody has to take the lead. And the African community has been here for many years. Wonderful people, paying taxes, working hard, lawyers, doctors, you name it. But we are now in the political process of this country, of this city. And we should be also participating to the progress of this wonderful city of Newark, and in America for that matter. Nobody really knows the data and the numbers of Africans that can vote. And we have to participate. So my presence, I'm not just a candidate because I'm an African, because I qualify. I'm candidate because I qualify, because I'm a citizen of this great nation. I care for this great city. I care for the people of this city. Therefore, I believe that I have a better solution to the problem of the city. That's why I'm running. I'm running because I believe that the children, we are 15 years old, raising themselves in the street. This is not right. I'm running because the senior citizen who cannot even walk anymore in the street because of the violence. I'm running because of the people actually who have some record, maybe have made a mistake in the past. Can I go ahead? I'm running for them. I'm running to uplift the small businesses. I'm running to make sure people that have a sound business plan and can now qualify for traditional loans, get some type of provision where they can move ahead. That's what I'm running for. I'm running for to make sure the youth, which is now marginalized, most of the time pushed forward by the community. Some people put them as, well, this is the drug dealers, crackhead babies. I mean, I don't think a leader should just point finger at a judge. A leader has to solve problems. That's why I'm ready to work. I am ready to work because I believe that leadership should solve problems, which is hard to do. Those who want to go out there to solve problems. So basically, you're electing this 2014 somebody who will go to City Hall, roll up his sleeve, and fight for the rights of the people to make sure the justice and dignity and the respect of the community is restored. That's what we're fighting for. And let me tell you something else. It's going to be a very tough race. Because this will be the first time an African immigrant will come here and run for office. But honestly, I feel good. Because I know our message is great. And it's a relevant thing in the community. People like our message. Because it's a message that says we will uplift the weak, give a hope to the hopeless, and educate the ignorant, and treat everybody with dignity and respect in this community. That's why we're running. And that is a core of our campaign. The core of our campaign lay just on the community building. I believe that for Newark to be a great city, we all dream about, Newark's renaissance, the community must be okay first. You know, when things fall apart, Achebe got it right. The center can no longer hold. The core is a community. How do you expect people to come to Newark and spend money if there's a violence? So how do you stop violence if the people in Newark really are not feeling good? People have to burn a candle to leave because they can't pay the light bill. That's in Newark. So now you got people in the community, nobody talk to nobody anymore because of nobody coming together. My first thing I would do day one is to make sure we establish this community again, engaging religious institutions, key activists, key stakeholders, community activists, everybody together to solve the problem with Newark. So now, this is a fight I can't win alone. I can't win this fight alone. Myself, I'm making a tremendous sacrifice already. Over a month and a half ago, I was asked by my job, I'm making good money, good job. They said also you need to make a choice between running for office or you got to resign. I said, okay, I'll resign. The lady was talking to me, she felt I was crazy. You resign? Yes, I do. When you want to resign? Today. I resign now. I said I resign now because I'm ready to work. I want to do the work of the people, which is a better work. Because somebody did something for me to enjoy this beautiful freedom. So therefore, if God bless me with the knowledge and the political will, the determination, the courage to do something back to this community, that's what I'm doing. I think I'm doing the right thing, and I'm comfortable with that. But listen, fellows, I just want to say thanks to God too, because those who came to the announcement, it was a wonderful crowd, very diverse crowd. So Dosso is African. I think everybody's African for that matter. But Dosso is an African immigrant, but don't look at Dosso as an African immigrant candidate. Rest assured, you have a good candidate. You have a good candidate who qualify, who've been working hard in the trench, who've been walking the street of Newark, understand the message of the people, I know what's going on in the city of Newark. Nobody will tell me anything different because I've seen it with my own eye. So I know what is going on. That's why the senior citizen working hard to organize bus ride for me, cook turkey for me to go pick it up and feed the homeless. That's a blessing. So there's a sign, and I feel good because we will win this election. I want you to be part of this movement. This is the best movement you ever gotta be part of because this is history in the making right here in Newark. So be part of this movement. You see, I was walking the street last time. I saw a kid in a bike, and I pulled him over. Like I said, this is my passion, the youth, folks in the street corners. So I called him. I said, "Come here, man. Can I ask you a couple of questions?" He said, "Yes." I said, "But what do you want to do in life?" So he jumped a little bit. Look at me. "What do you mean? What I want to do in life?" I said, "No, because I see you guys, hanging around all the time. So I just want to wonder if you're going to school, what you want to do." I said, "No, man, I'm not going to school. I have this, I have that." And he was smarter, I can believe, smarter than me. He was talking about science and stuff I didn't even understand. So I asked him, is people around you in the street talking the same language? He said, "We have an artist, we have a singer, we have everybody. But the only thing is, it's only the police chasing us around. Nobody ever asks us any question, whatever we want to do in our life." So I believe that if I'm given the opportunity to become your next councilman at large, my first priority would be uplifting the youth on the street. Everybody don't have to be a PhD or college graduate. Steve Jobs was not a PhD, but everybody is benefiting from him today for the invention and the creation he done. So I believe that there had to be a provision for people who want to go ahead in their life, get some seed money to move ahead in their life. We cannot change the community by just bringing more police. I'm for the police to come, but I'm for the community to be okay first. But that fight won't be Dosso alone to win. It will be you. It will be going out here, talking to your neighbors, talking to your family, registering everybody who's a U.S. citizen. And if they now register, we need to register them so they can vote. Because I do believe that we're going to win this race. That's why I'm sacrificing everything I can. If not, I would not be doing this. Looking at my job, looking at my hold my shoulder, and sleeping well, walking around every day, because I do believe that we have a chance of winning this fight, because there's nobody out there running against us that qualify more than us. You should be proud of yourself for that. But I'm not going to be too long, but I just have a strong message for you. I'm grateful for you because I dragged you into this. Many of our community members don't love politics. They don't want to do politics. But I believe that, especially from our African community, we need to have a seat at the table. We can stand by the current of a river and avoid being splashed by the water. This is America. This is a land where everybody come and make it better for themselves and the group they belong to. So you need to make sure that this year will be a change for you and a change for me. I never ran for office. This is the first time running for this. But this is the first time for many of you being engaged into the political process. But this is good for your children. I may not become a U.S. president because I was not born here. But your children can become U.S. president if they want to. So I'm just opening the door for our community and then opening the door for Newark to different eye. You see, Newark is a good city. Wonderful location. One of the best international airport. One of the best seaport. But we want to tap on international investment in Newark. So you see, Dosso is bringing something new on the table. There's a program called the AE5 visa program, which is a Congress censor program. That program allows foreign investment to come to the United States of America and they get a document. So there's a lot of people that can invest in this city that we can bring. We don't have to recycle the same investor we have over and over again, and we have to fire people, lay them off to balance the budget. This is not right. So basically, this fight is on, it's open. We have 113 days before the election. And I'm gonna need some money, honestly. I'm gonna need some money to win this. I have a good message, I have a good plan, I have a good team, I have people who are motivated to work for me, but I'm gonna need you to play your part. And your part will be, when you go home tonight, go on Facebook first. Go on Facebook, there Dosso Kassimou, like my page, invite your friend to like the page. At the same time, try to make sure you mobilize everybody. You can do your own fundraising. It doesn't have to be just us doing the fundraising or the campaign hosting it. You can host your own fundraising. It can be a small group or a larger group, but we're gonna need money. We're gonna need money to print more literature. The literature you see on the wall, they cost a lot of money. Everything costs money, and the ad, the TV ad, commercial costs money. So basically, this is your fight, like it's my fight. I'm just one man trying to do this thing, but I'm just wanna be your leader. I wanna make sure I represent you all well, and then on the debate and anything else, but it will take you for me to win. It will take the entire community for me to win. Thank you so much for having me. And I want to just mention that the group account is also here. And then I appreciate their presence. So God bless you all. And then God bless the United States of America and the great city of Newark. Thank you.
Aleluia, knock on doors for Dosso. Let's register people to vote. Let's get these petitions signed. So I just ask you, work as hard as he has worked for Barack Obama. The message was hope, and our message is one Newark for all. This message came from him. This message came from him when he was speaking, and he said, I'm not only the African candidate. I have the same issues in the Hispanic community, immigration issues, school issues. So his team is unity, is one Newark for all. So let's do this. Thanks.
Gracias.
Chers amis d'Ivoire TV, bonsoir. Nous nous retrouvons ce soir ici à Newark, dans l'État de New Jersey. Nous avons pris part, bien sûr, à cette levée de fonds pour soutenir cet Africain ivoirien de surcroît qui brigue le poste de conseiller municipal ici à la mairie. Bien sûr, nous allons lui arracher quelques mots. Et puis, pourquoi pas, nous avons avec nous ce soir son père spirituel, M. Balozi, celui-là même qui l'a pris sous ses ailes et qui le considère comme son propre fils et qui est aussi son conseiller. Mr. Balozi.
Yes.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Fine, you.
Okay. Mr. Dosso, in his speech, has named you as his father.
Yeah, well, we that close. You just talk about how close we are to each other.
So we all know that, of course, Mr. Dosso will be the next councilman here in New York.
Mm-hmm.
What's, according to you, based on your experience, what's your priorities?
What is my priorities? As it relates to what? The culture and everything?
To basically to the job that he has to do here for the community.
Oh, well, what we got to do is we got to teach our people their culture. We can't keep on talking about his story. What is our story? Tell the people about what we've been, what the things and the things that we went through. Because we got historical things that's happening to us now as a people. This is the 8th, this is the time that we have a black president in the United States right now. And that was a marathon. That wasn't no 100-yard dash. It was forever to get that. We just got the Voting Rights Act in 65. Now we got the President of the United States. The most powerful political position in the world. And they look like me and you.
As you said earlier, you have been in Africa more than 20 to 200 times. What's the experience that you have now from Africa, and what could you teach to the new generation?
We have everything that I learned about that was meaningful. I learned when I was in Africa. Because our people here was trying to keep me from on. They told me not to go to Africa. You understand what I'm saying? And then my father said, what you mean don't go? How they going to tell you don't go? And none of them ever been there. They always telling you these stories of what's going to happen to you when you get there. And that was the best time. How could you not be happy when you sitting up there with Julius Nyeri of Tanzania and we just had our independence? We just had Sawa Sawa. Hey man, that was like for me. I was under this table here, my knees knocking to each other. I'm sitting up there. Jomo Kenyatta over there where he's at, Museveni over here, and the president telling me to come over there. I said, man, please. I wouldn't get no favor like that here. It was a meaningful thing.
So, Mr. Balozi, I just want to thank you for this time.
Yes.
And the next time we're going to meet again, of course, it's going to be on May 13th, and we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate the election of one of ours, the first African to be a councilor.
It's a historical occasion for all Africans of the world.
Oh yes, we strongly believe it.
And if they can do that, we're going to try to go to other places and other spots in this country where we have a large contingency of African immigrants there, so that they also can be involved in elections and we can show solidarity among ourselves.
Thank you,
Those
sir.
elections are just not reserved for the African Americans here, because we came here slaves. We just getting our independence not too long ago, like yesterday. Now we can have elected officials.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, brother.
Monsieur Dosso, oui, bonjour. Nous venons d'assister à cet événement. Et puis, quelle coïncidence, je dirais, parce que nous célébrons aussi la journée Martin Luther King. Et en cette journée, vous, en tant qu'Africain, en tant qu'Ivoirien, vous faites l'histoire ici dans l'État de New Jersey. Alors, quels sont les... Comment vous sentez-vous aujourd'hui?
Vous savez, vraiment, je voulais dire grand merci à Ivoire TV. Parce que Ivoire TV a toujours été là, depuis la commission, et puis maintenant je suis candidat conseiller municipal, je suis encore là, je suis supporté. C'est quelque chose que j'apprécie vraiment dignement de mon cœur. Vous savez, je suis quelqu'un qui a toujours cru aux ancêtres et puis vraiment donné beaucoup de valeur à ceux-là même. Avant nous, qui sommes battus, surtout les Américains noirs. C'est nos parents, c'est nos premiers parents, c'est nos ancêtres. Ils sont venus ici, ils sont battus, l'esclavage et puis tout ça. Alors moi, Martin Luther King, c'est un grand leader que j'admire. C'est quelqu'un qui était courageux, qui n'a jamais baissé les bras. C'est lui-là même qui a voulu vraiment changer le destin de tout un peuple. Donc c'est quelqu'un qui m'inspire beaucoup. Or, moi, en tant qu'Ivoirien, africain, briguer à ce poste-là, c'est quelque chose qui va donner encore beaucoup plus d'espoir aux Africains. Ils vont vraiment oser, peut-être plus que moi, parce que tout est facile. Quand tu mets le cœur, la vie, on le sait, il faut oser, souvent. Souvent, il faut prendre les grandes décisions. Voilà. C'est pas facile pour moi, franchement, parce que vous savez, c'est aux États-Unis, la politique ici, vous la connaissez, elle n'est pas facile. Mais chaque jour, mon cœur se dit aussi, il faudrait que je vois que la communauté est mobilisée, tout le monde est mobilisé, et les gens sont vraiment partants, c'est nouveau pour beaucoup, mais c'est important. Moi, je suis sûr que quel que soit ce qui se passe et qui va se passer, les choses ne seront plus les mêmes encore ici, à New Jersey, plus jamais. Parce que là, les Africains auront une voix. Ils seront un nombre. Et ce nombre, c'est ce qui va changer tout.
Alors, monsieur Dosso, est-ce qu'on peut aujourd'hui faire vos bilans à mi-parcours? Les élections auront lieu le 13 mai. Est-ce que déjà on peut faire un premier bilan de votre campagne?
En tout cas, franchement, pour l'instant, je vais vous dire que nous sommes en pleine forme. Hein. Si vous voyez, si vous allez dans les rues, par exemple, vous allez voir que les posters qui sont sur la rue, souvent, à part les candidats des maires, je suis le seul candidat au conseil municipal qui a les posters sur les poteaux, partout, les panneaux électriques. Et ça, les Américains noirs sont en train de pousser, les seniors sont en train de pousser. Donc c'est quelque chose d'intéressant. Pour l'instant, franchement, il faut que je me dise, j'ai l'espoir. J'ai l'espoir qu'on va gagner. C'est pourquoi je dis à tous mes parents d'être vigilants. De rester vigilants, ne pas baisser les bras et continuer d'aller sur le Facebook, sur le site internet, donner de l'argent, contribuer, essayer un peu de faire des recueils de fonds pour moi, quel que soit l'état où il se trouve, parce que c'est là l'enjeu. Sinon, honnêtement, c'est vraiment émouvant, Dieu est fort. Voir un Africain francophone qui est ici et puis il est aimé par les Américains, les âgés, les seniors sont en train de faire des bénédictions pour lui, ils sont en train de se battre pour lui. Vraiment, c'est une opportunité. Franchement, nous sommes vraiment compétitifs sur cette campagne-là. Tout le monde le sait.
Alors, si vous avez votre dernier mot, si vous avez un message à lancer,
oui,
voilà,
je voulais vraiment dire.
Quel est le message que vous voulez lancer aujourd'hui?
Je voulais vraiment dire à tous les Africains, partout où ils se trouvent, que l'histoire est en train de se passer ici aux États-Unis et puis à Newark principalement. Newark est la troisième ancienne ville des États-Unis. C'est une ville historique, une ville qui a beaucoup de potentialités. Mais vous savez, nous les Africains, nous sommes ici, nous n'avons pas encore brigué la barrière politique et ça nous emmerde. Ça fait en sorte qu'on ne peut pas trop évoluer en tant qu'un peuple, en tant qu'une communauté vraiment immigrante ici. Donc voilà, moi j'ai essayé de frapper à la porte, essayer de briguer cette barrière-là. Mais il ne peut pas briguer cette barrière-là seul. J'ai besoin de tout le monde. J'ai besoin de vos supports. En tout cas, allez-y sur mon site, Dosso Kassimou.com, allez-y sur le Facebook, Dosso Kassimou, joignez ma page et puis bon, essayez d'aimer ma page. Et puis vraiment contribuer tout ce que vous pouvez. Parce que là, Et je suis vraiment sûr, avec la grâce de Dieu, qu'on va gagner. Et tout le monde le sait. Je ne suis pas seulement supporté par les Africains, comme vous le savez, les Américains noirs, les Blancs, les Latins, qui sont parmi nous aussi, qui supportent ce mouvement-là. Mais je suis africain et j'en suis fier. Mais je ne suis pas un candidat qu'on considère comme candidat africain. C'est un candidat qui est qualifié, qui a fait son boulot ici. Je me suis très battu. J'ai essayé de faire campagne pour tout le monde, de Barack Obama à sénateur Booker, à tous ces gars. Donc maintenant, c'est mon tour. Et mon peuple a le droit à la parole, mon peuple a le droit d'être à la table où la décision se passe. Donc voici mon enjeu et je vous demande beaucoup de me supporter. Et si vous me supportez, vous supportez vous-même, vous supportez le futur, vous supportez un destin meilleur pour la diaspora.
Voilà, chers amis d'Ivoire TV, comme vous le constatez, j'avais avec moi ce soir M. Balozi, qui est le père spirituel de M. Dosso Kassimou, et puis bien sûr Dosso Kassimou lui-même, qui vous a lancé un appel. Si vous avez besoin si vous avez des fundraising pour lui, si vous voulez faire des levées de fonds pour M. Dosso Kassimou, comme il a si bien dit, allez sur son site, mdossokassimou.com, allez sur son Facebook, et puis pourquoi pas contactez-le, contribuez à son élection comme le premier Africain, ici dans l'État de New Jersey, au poste de conseiller municipal. Bonsoir, dormez bien, c'était Germain Kwasi, depuis Newark, dans le New Jersey. Bonsoir.
Good job, man.